Hello, TikTok. Hello, Lemon Nation. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. It's Friday, and let me just tell you, we're going to take it. We're going to give you some news, but we're going to slow it down. We're going to take it. We're going to take it slow and nice and easy, like Ike and Tina Turner used to do. Left a good job in the city. Okay, so hi, welcome to Lemon Live at 5. You guys know I'm nuts. By the way, Andy, please, I forgot the store. We want to tell everybody, and I'll tell them a little bit later. But the legends demanded it, and then we did it. So hi, Courtney Lott. So go, there you go. Order more stuff. Running out. Crazy that we are running out of stuff. So anyway, get it. We got to reorder some stuff because people are doing. So if you want some stuff now, you better go. Because some of it's going. Anyway, we're happy to have that. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the likes, and become a member if you can. We would love it. It's very reasonable. And then also, if you hit the like button, is right. The subscribe button, excuse me, is at the bottom of your screen, right under the comments that are up. Okay. So by the way, Andy, can you go back to that? I want you to go back to that glass on there, because that's what we are going to do on Friday is this. We're going to spill some tea, and we're going to have, I don't even have my own mock-up yet, but that's what we're going to do on Friday. So today, as May Money, who is our lemon legend, said to me earlier, this is Fun Friday, but we got to get some business out of the way. I want merch, and I want it now. Yes, I can't wait. The merch is there, so just go. The link should be at the top of the chat. Okay, so I want to get some news in, and then I'm going to bring my legends in. But first, let's bring the legends in so the legend can see it. Hello, Lemon Legends. Thank you. Today is your day. Instead of our sour lemon of the week, we have our lemon stars, our lemon legends of the week to comment on everything. We had some breaking news yesterday. We had to change the format a bit, and so these guys didn't get to come on their usual time, and so we like to deliver on our promises. So if I say you're going to be a part of this community, you're going to get to be up here on the program and speak, we're going to live up to that. You asked me for merch, we got it. So thank you, community. Okay, so let's discuss what's happening now. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, okay, has been brought back to the United States. Remember, the government, the Trump administration, admitted that they deported him back in March, that it was a mistake. And everyone was asking about his due process and others, due process for everyone. He was sort of the face of the due process argument. Well, he's been brought back because of a grand jury on a grand jury indictment of trafficking, human trafficking. I will explain the details, but I'll let you hear a little bit from ABC News. Here it is.
So far. So, Diane, what we know is that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is back on his way from El Salvador to the United States. He's flying here and should land late this afternoon in the United States. Now, we're told by sources that he's on his way back because he is facing criminal charges. He's been indicted by a federal grand jury, an indictment that remains under seal on charges related to human trafficking. So once in the United States, he will face federal criminal charges for allegedly transporting undocumented migrants within the United States. And as you mentioned, that stems from what we've reported on previously, that 2022 Tennessee Highway Patrol traffic stop where Abrego Garcia was pulled over for speeding. He was in that car with 8 other people who he was transporting. He was originally let go with a warning by the sheriffs, but those sheriffs were speculating off camera that that could be related to potentially transporting undocumented migrants. Now, it's important to note here that this investigation, these federal charges, did not really get put into motion until April. That was weeks after he was deported and after the government admitted that he was mistakenly deported. So this federal investigation started when he was already in El Salvador. Of course, this is a mechanism to bring him back to the United States, where he will land shortly. We are told by sources that an indictment could be unsealed as soon as today, where we will see these federal charges. But again, it's worth pointing out, too, that it's unlikely that this criminal investigation wouldn't have started if it wasn't for that judge in Maryland in that civil case saying that telling the government, ordering the government to bring Kilmar Abrego Garcia back to the United States. We remember that went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court agreed with the district judge here and said that he must come back. But again, it's important to point out this is separate litigation. That's the civil case. He is now facing criminal charges here in the United States.
Thank you, friends over at the ABC News. Appreciate that. And went a little bit longer than I intended, but it was good because you got all the information. Okay. So the problem here is, and I want to get this correct. The problem here is that it seems to be that they're doing it backwards. Okay. This is a New York Times. Abrego Garcia lands in the United States. That's what the New York Times is reporting. So there's the update on him. And then we have Pam Bondi. Well, I'll bring Pam Bondi in afterwards. Let's bring the legends in, and I'll let the legends hear Pam Bondi. Legends, welcome to the program. So we're going to discuss. Here's the thing, okay? I don't believe. I think the Democrats or the people who believe in due process, I think they have not done a good enough argument because they have made this. In explaining that what they're fighting for is due process and not necessarily the person. And so if Kilmar Abrego Garcia is guilty of anything and they prove it, then he must suffer the consequences, right? And if he's not guilty, then they must let him go. But the argument here is for due process. Now, let me give you the dates here. He was arrested in March, right? And then there was this big uproar. Finally, and a judge said, a district judge said, they got to bring him back. The Trump folks tried to stop it. Then went to the federal judge. The federal judge agreed with the district judge, right? And so then they had to bring him back. So they went to these charges did not stem until until April, after he had been deported from the United States and not given due process. So it seems to me, and you guys are free to weigh in here, that they should have done the indictment first, presented that to the judge, then gave him his due process, and then deported him if it was warranted. So it seems like they went back because I saw someone in the chat on TikTok saying he was set up. I'm not sure if he was set up, but it seems like they're looking for a reason to save face and to criminalize him. Now, again, he may be guilty of this, but I'm just saying. What say you, Lemon Legends? Go ahead, May Money.
Oh, well, honestly, it's moot. Whatever he did, he already served his prison time because y'all just kidnapped him and sent him off. He already has served the time for something that he may or may not have even done. So it don't matter if he was doing some trafficking. That's not the point. The point that he should have done that from the jump. If you was really all gung-ho about getting the criminals, you didn't even know if he was a criminal or not because you didn't give him his chance. You just threw him in jail. I'm just happy he's still alive. I thought he might have been gone, if I'm being straight up.
Yeah. Anybody else want to weigh in? Kim, you got anything to say? You guys are free to weigh in. Just weigh in. Just talk. Open your mics and let's talk.
Yeah.
Be respectful.
No, it's all about due process. And that's what we've been saying since the beginning, all about due process. And if he's found guilty, fine. But the other thing is sending them to this El Salvador prison. And what about everybody else that's over there? Just because this person had lawyers and people standing up for him, we were able to get him back. But there's still a lot of men over there that were sent there without due process.
Yeah, I think Bob wanted.
That is what we're talking about. Go
My
ahead.
issue, Don, is that the court ordered them to bring him back 9-0. Am I right? And I don't. When you said that there had been indictments, I was hoping you were saying that there were members of the Trump administration who had gotten penalized for not bringing him back, because this has been months or weeks ago that they ordered him to bring him back.
Yeah, Bob.
I just want to say, May Money and the other two nice ladies, I think they were exactly right. There isn't much to add. We should at least have due process. We're not saying he's not guilty of something, but at least he should be brought back to America so he can have a day in court. That's all.
And why haven't they obeyed the court order? That's my biggest thing here.
Right.
I'm still stuck at due process. They are, after the fact, trying to find a justification for all of this. He should have never left our country. and been afforded that opportunity
Mhm.
or that right of due process.
But in a way,
I agree with her.
don't you guys think they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot because there's still going to be a cloud over whether he's guilty or not, whether he was set up or not. People are going to think it's a setup and that he wasn't treated fairly, even if he's guilty of this. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, he kind of wins, right? I see you.
He already served his time, Don.
I know he was guilty already.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think.
But whether he was guilty or not,
before,
the
he was
issue
guilty
is
before
that
he was innocent or something. Go ahead.
whether he's guilty or not, there's still the outstanding issue that they did not respond to a Supreme Court order. And where does that put us in our democracy if you can just say, oh, I'm not going to obey the Supreme Court order?
Mm-hmm. Look, this is these are our Lemon Legends. It's the highest tier of our membership. These folks get to be on the show and talk and state their opinions, and they get to run their mouths. They get to agree with me or disagree with me or tell me we're sick of this, we don't want to cover this. So, and I appreciate these are our very, very loyal folks here, the Lemon Legends. Here is Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. Here it is.
Government presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to his home country of El Salvador. The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring.
Oh my God.
They found this was his full-time job, not a contractor. He was a smuggler of humans and children and women. He made over 100 trips, the grand jury found, smuggling people throughout our country. MS-13 members, violent gang, terrorist organization members throughout our country. Thousands of illegal aliens were smuggled.
Who said, oh my God, as she was reading that?
She's a liar.
When did human trafficking come into the
was me.
conversation? I think all of us collectively said, oh my God.
Oh, yes.
How can we believe her? She's a known liar.
She said that this is what the justice system looks like. I'm not sure that's the flex she wants to go with right now.
Yeah, I want the receipts.
I'm
I want
like,
the
well,
receipts.
actually, I think she's exactly right. This is what the justice system looks like in America, and it looks fucked up. So thank you for pointing that out. That's the only thing that you said that was true.
You know what it comes down to? This is proof they did not do due process before they sent him to El Salvador. And I'm afraid that's what has happened to all those people that are there.
But
Well,
Maureen and guys, go on. I'm sorry.
No, they just need to stop this. Stop lying to us.
Okay, I have two things to say. Here's the scary part. You've got the full weight of the American government, which can frame any case that they want to. They can fabricate any sort of evidence that they want to make this man guilty. Because as far as we know, no, yeah, it's like we've seen movies, right? So with every movie, there's like a little grain of truth. And so we know that they can fabricate whatever they want to and make this man guilty. But
she has a history of lying.
Well,
So
of course
yeah.
she does. They all do. But here's my hope. Here's my hope. They bring him home. I hope this opens up the floodgate.
Yeah.
What about the rest of them? They have not been given due process. There has to be some brave lawyer out there who is going to take up somebody's case, because I believe there's one other gentleman there who actually used Abrego Garcia, and he has a case going right now. And I'm hoping that this opens up the floodgate.
Is there anyone in here, or even in the chat, who agrees? Because the conservatives are saying, look, He should not have been here. They have no problem with this. They say he's MS-13. He had MS-13 was on his thing. So they I hate to, that's how he said it. But is there anybody who agrees? Go ahead, Bob. Jump in.
Yes. Screw out the right wing. I mean, these people are insane. You know what? This guy should never have been sent over to El Salvador. It wasn't fair. Everyone deserves due process as far as I'm concerned. And I want to just reiterate all the lovely ladies before their opinions. They are absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's the right wing is just insane. We need to give everybody a due process, a day in court. It doesn't mean they're innocent. It just means they have a 5 or 10 minute chance to have their day in court.
Well, look up on the screen right now, Bob, and everyone, is Who Dat PYT. I love it. It's got to be from New Orleans or from Louisiana. And this is true. Think of all the money we could have saved by allowing due process before deporting him. Now we have to bring him back. So the thing is that if you thought he was guilty of all these crimes, here's the thing. If you thought he was guilty of all these crimes, why'd you send him out of the state? Why didn't you prosecute him? Why'd you send him away? Right?
Because they didn't know that. And what they hope to show is that, look, he's guilty. All the rest of them are guilty. That's why they only sent one back. And they took that time to kind of dig up stuff on him. So and we don't know whether, like everybody said, whether it's made up or not.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we were right. We were right. They all they're criminals. They're criminals. That's all we were deporting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and Don, to your point, and is like, why didn't they do that right? Because they're not listening to the court cases. And I think that this is the main thing. It doesn't matter how many lawsuits these people are under, because they don't listen to the rulings of it anyway. So that is where we have a problem.
We need to find out of it. And we need to find out what the consequences are when people don't follow what the Supreme Court says. Because why isn't anybody probing that? Why isn't the media covering that?
What Supreme Court?
9-0, and they still have no contempt charges against anybody.
Yeah.
That I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, let's move on, everyone. We'll see what happens over this, and then we'll continue to discuss it. Let's move on to the other thing that we have been covering. Well, it hasn't been all week. I think it was just yesterday we started this. It was it was quick for it to happen, but then it was a slow roll through the week, and then all of a sudden it came to a crescendo yesterday. And this is what I'm talking about. This is a story. Are you guys ready to cover? Because this is where we're going to let our hair down. We're going to do each other's hair.
The girls are fighting.
Roll it.
Give me a
Got
second.
that contact
I'm
from
looking
May
for it.
Money.
Oh, man. Andy, we have to have that. That's our thing. When the Lemon Legends are way better than the CNN, hit the like button. Damn, Red Jet Shell. Oh, my gosh. It is, right? I don't know, but I mean, you guys are legends, and that's why I believe in talking to people, because it's way more interesting, right? You may not know all of the, and I don't mean this to be an insult, all the intricacies and all the terms that people use and blah, blah, blah. You just say it like it is, and I love that's what real people do. Is August a winter here? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I just want to make sure, because, okay, yeah, I see your name on, here. August. So, okay, you guys ready? Look what I got.
Oh my God. Popcorn.
We got some popcorn. Are you guys ready? Get your popcorn. Roll it.
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting. No! The girls are fighting. Why? Why are the girls fighting?
That's what we want to know. And that,
Don,
yes,
Don,
ma'am.
can we please replace her with AOC?
Thank you. Oh,
Okay.
no. I love AOC.
Done. Andy, roll it.
You got to give me a second.
AOC?
You got to give him a bit more time.
Okay. Anyways, why do you want to replace her? You're tired of hearing her screaming?
She is so annoying.
I agree.
Thank
Oh,
you.
but it's so funny.
I
It's
think she's
annoying.
annoying in general, but that's perfect.
And you guys know how this came about, right? It was
Yeah,
Nicki
she was
Minaj.
funny
Trump is
the
annoying.
first time, but no.
But now it's worn out.
No, I know.
Annoying.
All right, that's it. We'll put it to rest. I said, should we play it?
I bring it back too. I go into my office with that.
Said,
I
why
think it's
not? Okay, so you got your wish. Here it is.
Any quick reaction on what's going on with Elon Musk and President Trump on Twitter right now?
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
That one is, you like that one better. Why do you like that one so much?
That is my girl because the way she says it is so snarky.
Yeah.
It's like classy but snarky at the
That's
same
that Libra
time.
energy. That's how we kind of operate.
Yeah,
That's that Libra.
it's yes, it is so different. It's just like, hey.
My Taurus energy is here for the girls are fighting all day.
All day. Hey, Jim Brim just joined us. Hey, James.
Hey,
can you hear us?
Jim.
Hey,
Oh, Tim.
Hey, Jimbo.
He's muted right now.
He's
So
muted right now.
Yeah.
We'll get him up when he
I'm
comes.
doing
in.
Hi,
Oh,
guys.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Good. I'm just in a bad spot, so I'm going to go switch to a different place.
All right, we'll see you in a
You
second.
all right?
Look like you in the bed.
Yeah.
He's in a bad spot. Guys, what happened this week?
Don't choke.
What happened?
Do you guys want me to start you off with what I wrote
Joy.
today? It was a poem that was inspired by you this morning show, Don.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not long, is it?
It's not long at all. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
All right,
You guys
let's go.
ready? It's
I'm ready.
funny. We'll start off our conversation with this because this is what I've been thinking about this. So this is a poem that I wrote it's a love letter from Elon's perspective. Okay, you ready? It's called I Miss Your Tiny Hand. Can you still see me?
Yeah, at least you didn't say mushroom. You didn't mention the word mushroom.
Is it on? I don't know.
Okay, it goes, oh, Donald, my love, I miss your tiny hand in mine. I feel so horrible now that we are fighting. We had so many evil doings to evil do. We were supposed to do
Hey,
evil
Don, can I
together
tell you-
forever, but you destroy everything that you
Yeah,
touch.
'cause I'm on Don Lemon.
You guys mute
Podcast.
Jim, please.
I'll call you.
Thank you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Yeah. Can I keep going? Okay. But we were supposed to do evil together forever, but you destroy everything that you touch. That's why you don't have a penis anymore. Good thing my hog is humongous because I have a little bit more than half of mine left. I tried to surprise you with a Big Mac after our argument, but the gold key you gave me to the White House didn't work. I left it in your press secretary's hand. She said she would leave it next to the toilet on top of the boxes and classified documents. I was so distraught. I was going to gift you $1 million in a jar of my semen so you could bear my 15th child. I miss sleeping under your desk where Monica and Lewinsky used to hang out. The fumes of your farts give me the high I've never experienced before or ever will again. Now I sit here trying to cry in my rocket ship, but my eyes don't work. They roll uncontrollably around my eye sockets. I wish I was next to you, whispering sweet nothings and incomplete sentences just the way that you like. I hope to hear from you soon. Please write in all caps so I know that you want to try again. I miss your tiny hand in mine. Yours, Elon.
Y'all, May Money is out there.
You are a fool. May Money.
Love that May Money. Wow.
Wow. What do you say to that? I mean, we got all kinds of words in there that I have not heard in a long, long time.
Wow.
Turtle, turtle, turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle.
That'll shake you up.
That was so funny.
You missed there was one thing you missed. I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand.
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing good.
Oh my God, you're
You're
so
done.
right. Oh my God.
Let's go, Poem.
I'll
People
call
are
you
excited
later.
about that. Jim, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Are you eating some popcorn too?
I'm better.
Yeah.
Dots.
It's been one hell of a week, guys. Okay.
I just walked in. This was a surprise you were even on. I happened to be checking my email because I had to leave the office a little bit early, and I caught this. I said, "Oh, let's see if they're still on." So I'm glad I'm here.
So Jim, talk to me. When you heard yesterday, when you saw all the tweets coming over and the back and forth, what'd you think?
I think that I'm a clairvoyant or a gypsy or a fortune teller, because if you go back to many shows of yours before, into the archives, into the D files, we'll call them the Don files, I predicted this. I said this exact thing was going to happen, and Elon Musk is going to have all of the keys to the kingdom and all of our secrets, and he's going to send them to the highest bidder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And, you know, there's a reason he built the biggest auto factory and battery factory, and he loves America, but he built it in China. And, you know, I do think he wants the ultimate power of the world, not just the United States, from a technological standpoint. And I think, and today I just saw 2 seconds ago that the Supreme Court.
That's what I was going to tell you. I want to put that in front of the court, in front of everyone. The Supreme Court allows Doge to access Social Security data. How does that make y'all feel?
What
the fuck?
Just great. Wonderful.
What is this? I haven't heard
Why?
this.
What's happening? Breaking news. All kinds of breaking news tonight.
The Supreme Court.
Remember, Doge is a bunch of 19-year-old idiots with flash drives.
What is the purpose?
His name's Peter Thiel. His name's Peter Thiel, and it's called Palantir.
Have
you heard of?
In a second order, the court ruled that for now, Doge does not have to hand over internal records to a government watchdog group as part of a lawsuit. So Supreme Court lets Doge view Social Security data.
So what was it? 5 to 4? Was it 5 to 4?
I don't know. I haven't read it. It just came over a little bit before I got on the air, but I did not hear. But it's saying that it's got to allow them. They don't have to turn that. I think they have the information. They don't have to turn it over, whatever information they have, to a watchdog group. So whatever information they have, which they do already, I believe that they're allowed to keep it.
Well, that just shows we don't have an effective Supreme Court.
No, they've been gone. They've been gone.
Truly.
Yeah.
And that's really scary. That's really scary when you have all the branches of the government under state capture.
They're saying it was 6-3, someone said.
Always. That's how it falls.
Always 6-3. Okay, so look, we know about that. I just want to play some stuff for you guys, okay? This is, let's see. This is someone reviewing the Trump-Musk timeline, and they get it right. Let's put it up there, because this is what happened. Oh, no, not that. Not the Tesla. This is a tweet. The Trump-Musk timeline. Don't have it?
What are you looking for, Don?
My thing says we have the Trump-Musk timeline. Is it the person who says Trump says this and then Musk goes that? Is that what you meant to put there? That's what I had. Funny tweet reviewing the Trump-Musk feud timeline. That's in my notes. There's a second thing after AOC.
All right, I'll grab it.
Somebody in the chat said boomers love filming their ceiling.
Boomers love what?
Filming their ceiling.
That's what
I
Bob
guess somebody
did.
got their ceiling.
That was Bob. Is
Who
Bob
else?
a boomer? Is Bob a boomer?
No, there are a couple of boomers.
Not a boomer, no. A little bit later than that.
I'm
Sorry,
Gen
that
X.
made me laugh.
I was born in 61, so.
No, he's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
So
boomer.
what am I?
A
You're a
boomer.
Yeah,
No,
you are a boomer.
I'm a later. Yeah, you know what? I am a latter day boomer, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm Gen X.
Since we're up here, since we have it, put up the Elon Musk, the Tesla, what happened yesterday with Tesla. So yesterday, Tesla lost, I think it was 160 or 150 some $billion. Or was it 200? I think it was 200 $1 billion yesterday. Now, some of it is corrected, but if you look at today, if you look at the timeline of when it happened, it started at 325 billion. That's US dollars. Okay.
You are kidding me.
Now, and then, so it started at 325. That was the high of the day in the morning when it opened. You see that like at 9:30 there. And then when Trump says, I'm very disappointed in Elon, see that first red dot right there?
Yeah.
So that's when it went down to like 300, but about $317. Okay. And then where it says Musk, without me, when Musk says Trump would have lost the election, it continues to go down. That's where it goes to like 310 or 300, maybe 7. Musk says, he says he's such an ingrate, it goes down, and then it just continues to go down during the day. I asked him to leave. He just went crazy. And then there you go, all the way down to 285 from $325 billion. That was their widening losses. Tesla shares sank yesterday.
Love it. Love it.
Oh,
do you guys think that Tesla might try to fire him or like get rid of Elon at this point because he's like ruining their brand? Do you think they might like vote him
But
out
don't
or
you think that's
something?
part of the issue?
I don't think
that because of all this is happening, that's why he went back, obviously, to his businesses, and that going to get him to focus on his businesses. And perhaps this chart that is, I believe it's from the New York Times, perhaps this chart will help him to, I don't know, maybe he'll stop. It'll help to de-escalate the situation between him and Trump. Anybody?
They might scare him into being like, all right, I gotta start acting a little better than this because it's not looking good, just as a brand as a whole.
Yeah. Did anybody think this was go on?
What he didn't realize, or what he failed to realize, is that the people like, I have a Tesla, thank you. What he failed to realize is that those of us who bought them.
You have a Tesla?
I do.
Yeah.
We're removing you. Oops. From the stage.
Car.
I'm kidding.
Huh?
I removed you from the stage a little bit. I took you off the screen. I was joking with you. Go on. No.
And unfortunately, he betrayed all of us that, that invested in him early. I mean, this is my second one that I have now. So, and I've liked my car ever since the first one I've had. So it's unfortunate, but he did not invent that car. He basically bought the company from two guys who invented it. So
right.
And they made that ugly truck. Yep. And there's honor among thieves. I think there's this doom from the beginning. It was destined to fail, and see them infighting came a lot faster than I thought. And like you said, the Tesla owners, he didn't invent that. He made that ugly truck.
Right. So I just look at it from the standpoint that he is malleable and he will go whichever way is beneficial to him.
Well, that's my point. So
and them days, so them
he has no
Cybertrucks, they
loyalty.
be like, them Cybertrucks
no
be like
loyalty to the United States.
blessing. Oh, I'm sorry, Jimbo.
That's okay, sweetheart. He's got no loyalty to the United States. I don't think he does. I think he's got loyalty to his weird, on the spectrum vision of whatever he's looking at in his mind. And I think that's, it's squirrel. I mean, he doesn't have any, he doesn't conform to norms. I mean, how many kids does he have? Does he even see these kids? That's not a father. Does he, all the stuff that he does in his life just isn't normal.
Well, he's a white supremacist. So he's trying to repopulate the world with white people.
Yeah, that's like really gross too. He'd be like paying people to like take jars of his.
I'm just going to throw something. I'm in the Bay. I'm sorry. I'm in the Bay Area. Musk has been here for years, and he's a terrible employer, awful employer. I know people who worked for him.
Maureen, talk to us about that, because Tesla, I think everything was located there for years, right?
Yeah,
at least
absolutely.
Twitter was.
Yeah,
and Tesla, right? Tesla was there, and then recently he just moved everything to China.
Right.
I know hella people that used to work at that Tesla.
Maureen, how
Y'all
do
a
they
bunch
feel
of
about him?
hood people.
How did they feel about him? Well, I was a human resources person forever. He didn't care about any of the employees. He had really bad practices. And they were vocal about that at the time he was still in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm. Anybody, who else is in the Bay Area? Anyone with knowledge of any of this? Is that Bob? No?
Nope, I'm from Michigan.
From Michigan. Yeah. Who joined us? Someone
No,
joined.
I was thinking, I just know a whole bunch of people that used to work at Tesla. Terrible business practices. I mean, they had a whole bunch of people that I wouldn't trust to like make me a sandwich. So I'm like, I don't know who is out here making these cars because it ain't the best and the brightest. I'm telling you that.
Allegedly.
Right.
Hi, Keisha. Keisha, just Keisha, welcome to the show. What say you, Keisha? When and where were you when you saw the tweets start rolling yesterday?
I was working all day and I was so mad that I missed out on the drama. And then I saw, I think it was your show actually. And I was like, what did I miss? This is what I get for working. So that I can make money to afford to retire someday. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very expected. And I can't wait to see how it unfolds. I love that Andy Cohen tweeted that he wants to host the reunion. Yeah, this is delicious.
That is hilarious. By the way, I have been having so much fun with you guys. I'm forgetting to do what I am supposed to do. Nikki, can you put that at the top of the my email for me, please? Yeah, I got it. Can you please put it at the top of my email so that I can do it? So you only saw it. Yes, you saw it yesterday on this show. I started seeing it earlier, and I could not believe it. At first, I didn't think it was real. I don't know if you guys thought it was real at first, but I did not.
This has been the most entertained I've been with this government. I have to tell you, the past 2 days have been just fun. I'm having fun with this.
I thought it was fake too, Don.
You did. Stand by
Yeah.
for me. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot. I have it now. So here we go. Guys, I got to do this because I getting carried away with you guys with the popcorn and everything. I've been negligent. So stand by, okay? Support for the Don Lemon Shade today comes from the Freedom from Religion Foundation, okay? It is summer. Folks are going to be around campfires everywhere, telling stories, especially considering what's going on in the news. And, you know, lately, though, people are trying to control the whole story. Some folks are claiming that the United States was founded as a Christian nation, which is not true, and pushing their religion into classrooms, into courtrooms, and even your doctor's office. In Arizona, voters just protected abortion rights in the state constitution, but politicians are trying to undermine that anyway. Texas is pushing bills to force the 10 Commandments into every public school and the classroom. Seriously, they're trying to do that. And in Congress, a bill just passed to strip Medicaid coverage for gender-affirming care for all ages. They're trying to do it. The Freedom from Religion Foundation does what our founding fathers, wanted us to do. And that was to keep the separation of church and state. So that's where the Freedom from Religion Foundation comes in. They have been defending church-state separation since 1978 in the courts, in the schools, and wherever religion tries to take the wheel. If you believe government should serve everyone, not just the religious right, make sure you join them. Go to ffrf.us/freedom or text my name, Don, to 511-511 and become a member today. Join us and go to ffrf.us/freedom or text Don to 511-511 now, because the only story that should run this country is ours, not theirs. So text fees may apply. Thank you to the Freedom for Religion Foundation for helping to sponsor today's show. Support also comes from BetterHelp. You guys know how I feel about BetterHelp. You know how I feel about therapy. You know how I like to take the stigma off of it. That's why I keep doing this and keep talking about it, because so many people are suffering from depression and so on. They don't feel like they can talk to anyone, and they'll just say, I don't need to do that. All I need to do is pray. All I need to do is get through it. All I need to do is this. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You get some help. If you can't go in person, this is the best alternative. BetterHelp.com makes it easier for you to be able to get therapy. They make it more convenient and more affordable, okay? more convenient, and more affordable. By the way, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and some 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression every year, and often it goes undiagnosed. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. So talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners, all of the folks who are in here, if you go on, you get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. That's betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. Better HELP.com/Don Lemon. Back with our lemon legends. Okay, Keisha, you were saying you were what? You were caught off guard when it happened yesterday.
I mean, I don't know if I was saying I was caught off guard because I was really expecting this. I just didn't expect it so soon.
I was going to say, as soon as it happened?
Not as soon as it happened, and not in the way that it happened. Like, he couldn't even hold out like a week before he started going off on his boyfriend. Yeah, he's devolving. And if don't make fun of me, but the astrology girlies are saying that this is expected because of his sign and Jupiter's doing something. So they're completely expecting him to Elon to fall apart, and I'm enjoying watching it.
Well, go ahead, tell us about that. I have no idea. What does that mean, the astrology girls? Who's that? The folks
I happen to be one of them.
Yes,
I
please,
think it's more pharmacology than astrology, personally, but that's just me.
Why not both?
Yes, Peter.
So, yeah, look, that's what's being said all over. Even the conservatives on the conservative networks are saying, again, and I will say reportedly or allegedly, that there is an issue surrounding what Peter said, pharmacology. So do you guys agree with that? And also, what sign is he, by the way, that they predicted it? Does anybody know?
I know that Dumps is a Gemini, but I don't know what when Elon's birthday is.
Yeah,
I never looked it up.
But I'm not sure if you guys saw Go on.
He's a
I know
Cancer.
that.
He's a Cancer.
Well, in more ways
I
than
was
one.
gonna guess that.
In more ways than one. Perfect.
Well, if he's using ketamine so often, that it has memory issues associated with it. It's not something you should be using every day, as it seems that he is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he looking kind of rough. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
We don't
stay
know.
off the camera for a few days.
Again, what I will say is all I know is what he told me during the interview and what has been reported. I don't know, but I don't know. Someone said this really is better with popcorn. That's
He looked high the other day in the Oval Office.
He looked high. He looked high.
He looked really high.
Yeah.
He looked zooted.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is the streets are talking. This is allegedly, they believe, he said the black eye was from his son. But someone said that Scott Bessent did it. I think if Scott Bessent punched him in the eye and he got a black eye, I think that folks would have known about it. What do y'all think?
I agree.
See, that's what Nita is in the chat saying, did Scott Bessent? Yeah.
But why is Scott Bessent and not Stephen Miller for stealing his wife?
Come on now. Come on now.
No, go ahead.
Come on now.
Allegedly.
I could beat up Stephen Miller. Come on now.
Now, where did you hear that?
Well, because didn't Stephen Miller's wife go and work for Elon just after he left the White House?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is true.
That's what I heard, but I don't know.
I'm in Des Moines, Iowa today.
I'm
There's
like,
a
really?
venue
The whack
called Alleged
Voldemort
Legal
looking
Price.
ass right there?
Wait, no. She went and worked for him? She went and worked for him? Wink, wink.
Yes, the wink, wink.
They both had 130 days, right, in this temporary position. And they brought her on, I think, to sort of keep watch or help him with his comms or communications or press. And then, so since they were both out, I guess they got in a close relationship or closer or whatever as they were working together. And so their time was up together. And so she went with him to work with him.
Okay.
That's the report that I got. No, that's the report that I got. Okay, be very, very careful with this. Okay, two things I want to
Okay.
talk about. One is that let's get to the Jeffrey Epstein of it all, because that was really the bomb. When he mentioned Jeffrey Epstein, and he said the reason the Jeffrey Epstein files have not been released is because Donald Trump is in there, and he said, "Have a good day, DJT."
But we already knew that.
But Don, didn't we already suspect that though?
We didn't just suspect it; we knew
I
it.
feel like that's not news, but damn.
I'm like, we got to keep it alleged, y'all, because we don't know for sure.
Prince Andrew was seen with
there's
one
nothing
of the girls.
alleged about that post.
We don't know if Donald Trump is in there, but Elon Musk certainly did say that in a tweet. We don't have to say he allegedly said it in the tweet. He said it.
Oh no. I mean, we don't know if it's true.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
He said it in a tweet, but we don't know if it's true.
You're right.
I mean, it doesn't take much to connect the dots, for God's sakes. I mean, they were good friends, and and
come on,
Trump
Jimbo. I'm trying to keep Don out of trouble now. Come on,
Trump wasn't a faithful guy.
Good trouble.
Get us the video of them partying together. Get us the video of them partying together. Because
No, we don't need to see that. We need to see where he says he has a lot of girls and he likes them young.
What?
I would like to see the video, please.
Okay, we'll get it.
He has a lot of girls and he likes them young.
Do you guys want to hear it or no?
Sure, go ahead, Dawn.
Play it.
Number of 1990 of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet 3 new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in, go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage, Trump is seen talking to Epstein and another man as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances, Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot." And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president said,
well, there you go. You know what? I was looking. Usually, when people are young,
thank you for ruining my whole day.
Usually, when people are young, there's something that you can find attractive about him. But Donald Trump has never been a handsome man. Not even.
How many times you gotta watch him do that white man overbite?
You know who was kind of who was lightweight, hella fine when he was younger is Uncle Joe, President Uncle Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Oh yeah, when he was, yes, he was very handsome man.
Have you seen? I mean, look. Even you say what you want about Hunter. Hunter's not a bad-looking man, and Bo is very handsome.
Donald's a whore, and Musk is a whore. They're both whores.
You just called a bunch of hoes.
Yeah, hoes. Both of them.
Andrea
Both of them whore. Donald a whore, and Musk is a whore.
Tell us how you really feel, Andrea.
Okay, that's it for
They
me.
look slimy and stinky in that video. That is so disgusting and kind of triggering, but it's just gross. He's always been gross. He's always been a charlatan. He's always been out here in these streets trying to a snake oil salesman. Is disgusting. It's really gross. And everybody that's coming to the party late now, not.
You want to see the handsome man? Look right there on your screen.
Oh wow, Bo.
Yes.
Bo.
No, that's Joe.
No, that's Joe Biden.
Uncle Joe. That's
Joe Biden.
That is Joe Biden in his 20s.
Yep, that's Joe Biden.
Joe needs to be trolling Trump because he looks way better. We need more good-looking attractiveness in this world. Come from the inside. Come from the inside.
Hey, Uncle Joe.
Well, that's why Trump needed money. Because he didn't have the looks.
Wow. Did you see that row of billionaires? They all need money.
Don't get me started on you. There's so much that happened this week.
Yeah. Okay.
And we haven't even talked about the Diddy trial.
Yeah.
No, can we not?
This is what happened this week.
We're gonna have to get glasses, everyone. Seriously, no matter what you pour into them. But if we're gonna do this on Friday, we got to get a glass.
Absolutely.
And by the way, legends, I owe you guys a discount code, okay? But I'll try to make it up. It was a little sporadic the way I did it, but I'll make you guys know I'll make it up to you, okay? So
I didn't order enough first. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the other thing. So he tweeted, Andy, can you get me the Donald Trump would not have won without me tweet, please? So then he tweeted, Donald Trump would not have won without me. And then he gave the stats on what?
Because the election was rigged.
You guys should see what my mom is sending me. My mom is messy. Oh my God. I'll send it. You guys, producers, you decide you guys decide if you want to put it up. So anyways, I'm going to send it to you. So here is, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Discuss.
Okay.
You guys know what I had to say about that.
How would he know such numbers? How?
Yeah.
You guys know what I had to say about that backstage, right?
Well, go ahead.
Did you just
that
say
what
that
is
you
about
just-
to come out of everyone's mouth now is allegedly, okay? It is not been proven, but is what people are discussing.
Speculative.
Allegedly.
It is speculative, but it's what people are talking about.
And it's a joke. It's a joke.
No.
Here's, no. Here's the only tea that I want to know.
Yes.
Somebody if it's true, allegedly, somebody give this man immunity so we could topple this entire administration. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
Peter thinks I'm talking about something else. Peter, we're going to get to that. We're talking about, my friend texted me as soon as she saw that. And she said, and I said it too. I said, they're going to mess around and make Elon Musk reveal how and why Donald Trump won the election. And that's what people
absolutely.
And allegedly, reportedly speculated.
Wow.
Go ahead.
And what was the other thing? What was the other thing I said, you guys? What was the other thing I said? They messing around with somebody on the spectrum. They don't let things go.
Oh, right.
Wait,
They don't let things go.
No, he says he is, but he's never been diagnosed. I don't know that.
No, but
Asperger's, but yeah,
he made a really good point. And even if he's not on the spectrum or whatever, that's not the point. What she was saying is that his behavior, he is not going to let this go. He is petty. He will not be able to control what he's about to let all this out. Like he
likes the power. Musk wants the power. That's all. He likes
that is not the right person to tell your deepest, darkest secrets to. Is all I'm saying.
Musk, like Trump, he likes revenge. He likes
revenge. They want power,
leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah.
I'm upset that all these people lost their jobs.
Yes.
That's what my mind keeps thinking. All these people.
Can we take a step back? Forget about what he said about the Epstein report. I was no surprise to anybody here. But what about when he said he should be impeached? And all that. Is anyone listening to that? Are the MAGA supporters listening to that, or is it just another day at the beach?
Hold
just another day
everyone.
at the beach.
Bob and Jim, hold that thought. Everybody, I'm sorry, Jim and everyone, please hold that thought. I need to get to a word from our sponsors, because support for the Don Lemon Show today comes from Lean, L-E-A-N, Lean. You want to know how I can eat this popcorn? That's because I didn't eat anything today and I took my Lean. Seriously, because I take my Lean, okay? So if you're a yo-yo dieter, are you one? I do that. You lose weight. I'm like, hey, I got to lose weight. I got to, the summer or whatever. I got to fit into these clothes, blah, blah, blah. That's what happens. And then I end up gaining it back and gaining more than I had lost, okay? So that is dangerous. Here's what studies show. that can increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and other health problems. So you need to break free of that yo-yo diet pattern. All right. That's the main reason doctors created lean. Lean is a supplement. It's not an injection, and you don't need a prescription for it. The science behind lean is impressive. Okay. Here's what it does. It helps in 3 powerful ways. It targets weight loss for you to help you in 3 powerful ways. Maintaining healthy blood sugar, helps control appetite and cravings, and it helps burn fat by converting fat into energy. Okay. So let me get you started with 20% off when you enter lemon20 at takelean.com. That's the code word lemon20 at takelean.com. Thank you to Lean for being a sponsor today. Support for today's program also comes from Beam, B-E-A-M. Beam, y'all. Let me tell you, okay? I had trouble sleeping. And not because I'm like worried about anything. My mind just wanders. It just wanders. And maybe it's because of whatever, the phone or whatever. I get distracted and my mind wanders, and I just can't sleep sometimes. I started taking this Beam and the dream powder. And surprising. This is the only thing that has worked for me. And guess what? It is natural. Or I shouldn't say it's natural. It's not a prescription. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's in it, but I'm going to tell you that it is not a prescription thing. Okay. And they say that it's backed with science, backed with ingredients like reishi, right, which is an herb, magnesium L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin. So that's natural stuff. Dream helps you to fall asleep. Okay. It's a natural sleep blend. It is natural. A sleep blend designed to help you get the deep restorative rest that your body and mind need to stay in the fight, because these folks want to get you out of the fight. You don't have a fog the next day. I'm rested. I wake up and I'm like ready to go talk to my team and get it all out there. My energy returned. I'm ready to face the day, ready to stand up for the things that matter. Okay. 17.5 million nights of sleep have been improved and helped by Beam, the Dream Powder. Okay. Right now, Beam is offering up to 40% off their best-selling Dream Powder for my listeners. It is a limited time offer and the perfect way to overcome that exhaustion and stay in the fight every single day. So go to shopbeam, BEAM.com, and use the code LEMON at checkout. That is shopbeam/lemon, and use the code LEMON for up to 40% off, guys. Sleep well, wake up ready. The fight continues. Back to the program. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Beam and Lean and everybody else. So you guys want to be lean, mean fighting machines? You want to be able to get some sleep? Get the Beam. You want to be able to spin? Get
your chat. Your chat right now is cracking me up.
Okay, what are they saying? Allegedly, reportedly?
No, we was talking about because your lead.
Don't talk about sponsors. You can't talk about our sponsors.
No, they're great. No, but your chat is hilarious.
Okay.
You gotta check out your chat. No, I'm on the lean team.
You are.
I'm on the team. I want to order it.
Yeah. Do it.
I have some breaking news.
Okay.
So it's breaking news. Vladimir Putin has offered to negotiate a peace deal between President Trump and Elon Musk.
Kim, look at that. Hold on. Kim, hold that thought. Okay, ready? No, keep your phone there.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Andy, get the breaking news music. Okay, you ready? Okay. I'll tell you when to play it. Okay, start all over again. Are you ready?
What's your favorite edition?
Do it again, Andy. Welcome back, everyone. We have some breaking news. We want to get straight away to our correspondent out in the field, and that's Kim Page. Kim, I understand that you're getting word from the Kremlin that there is some breaking news. What is the news?
Absolutely, Don. This is amazing news coming from the Kremlin. Vladimir Putin has made the announcement that he has offered to negotiate a peace deal between President Trump and Elon Musk. What say you?
Now, Kim, here's the thing. I don't know if that's true. Is that being reported, or is that this funny little joke? Because he may have.
It's from Occupy Democrats on Facebook.
Not true.
So.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he said something funny, as a dig, because people do that. Because China's been punking him the whole time. Canada has been, needling him the whole time as well. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get back to this stuff.
That was well done, Kim. You need a
I love that.
And the music and the applause.
Kim is ready.
I found the astrology details, if you will indulge me.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Okay. Peter, is this real?
Is what real?
The thing that you just sent me.
I sent it, Don.
I just sent you something.
Ally, Russia ready to facilitate Trump-Musk peace deal. A legitimate
article
news
from the
organization,
Hill. Yes,
a
I just.
legitimate news organization is reporting this.
That's Nikki, not
No
me.
way.
Oh, Nikki, is this real? Russia's former president Dmitry Medvedev said the country was willing to facilitate a peace. Okay, so this is Russia is, and they're not saying Putin is. Oh, Putin ally. Medvedev is saying that. The country is willing to facilitate a peace deal between President Trump and Elon Musk and their ongoing fight. The two have been publicly feuding over Musk's criticism of Trump's big, beautiful bill, which the president and his allies have urged lawmakers to support. We are ready to facilitate the conclusion of a peace deal between D and E for, oh Lord, I don't like that, between D and E for a reasonable fee and to accept Starlink shares as payment. Okay, so this is a mock. I told you they're mocking him.
They're trolling.
They're trolling him.
You know what the thing is, Don? I was like almost gonna think that was real because of how ridiculous all this bullshit is.
But it is
real.
Like, they did say it.
It is real.
Don't fight, guys. Medvedev, who currently serves as a deputy chairman of the Security Council of Russia, wrote in a mocking post on the social media platform X with a face screaming in fear emoji on Friday. Can we get that tweet or that? It's in the body of this thing. And it's true.
Well, it serves Russia's interest if Musk and Trump are working together. Because you remember when Musk went over to Russia, and then Donald Trump has allegedly been a Putin asset for years.
Well, guys, anyway, there is a tweet up on X, and there it is right there. Dmitry Medvedev tweeting that. Reuters as well is reporting that because it's true. I mean, we see the tweet right there, so we know that it's true and it's official thing. Okay, so listen, this is a joke that we wanted to put up there, and this is how we're going to leave each other this evening and go have a great weekend. Are you ready? Put the picture up.
Turn the TV up.
Do you guys see this? Say Trump, I heard you like him young. Like say Drake, I heard you. So this is him.
Oh.
Elon Musk on a Kendrick Lamar's face at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And then Elon Musk is saying, say Trump, I heard you like him young. But say, I hear you like him.
No.
These definitely are jokes, but they ain't funny ones. These people are a hot mess, Don. I don't know what to tell you. Elimination. The fact that we have to watch this. Are you guys not tired of having to watch these people every day?
Here's the thing. Except for my Jim Acosta, my Tara Sepmeyer, my Don Lemon, I have been turning off the TV and I've been reading my books.
Good for you. And I'm sure you're in a better state of mind and your heart rate is lower. Your blood pressure is a lot lower. And you're not missing anything.
Nope.
You're not missing
I haven't really watched mainstream media since Joy Reid got fired.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
Now I do watch Rachel Maddow on
Yes.
the MSNBC on Monday, and I do occasionally catch the Lawrence at
But
7
that's
o'clock.
it.
Mhm.
That's
So,
it.
Don, I have a question. Can we say that the sour lemon of the week is definitely Elon and Trump?
If we,
We need a name.
That's right on.
we
It must
tell
be
them,
Trump.
producers, whoever wants to weigh in, this is what we do. We don't often put them in there because they will win every week. Am I right, guys?
That is
they're
correct.
winning this week.
Yeah, they have like standing places as rotted lemons, but they were in the running. They would win every single week.
Tell them, Nikki.
But I tell you
Those
what, our
stinky rotten lemons.
our
What's
legends
their
are.
ship name? What's their ship name? Elon.
Elon.
Oh yeah, what won? What won in the
Elon.
poll? Which one won?
Mom.
Trusk.
Muskie.
I think it was actually a lump. A lump
lump.
got the highest vote tally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lump.
But how are the seeds going to part? We haven't answered that question. Are people going to follow
so
Trump or are they
sad.
going to follow Elon?
Look, we did a
I'm
poll
such a fan of
yesterday.
True Love.
We did a poll yesterday, and our poll said the money was on Elon. But from all of the political folks I hear, and the folks in the mainstream media, they say that it's going to be that their money is on Donald Trump because Trump's, and also Joy Reid was on yesterday on the show, and we remember Joy has a show coming up, so you guys have to watch that one as well. So, Donald Trump has the ability. Well, let me back up. A lot of Elon Musk's wealth is tied to government contracts, reportedly, and that he is not so liquid. Okay. And so Donald Trump can really affect him financially, economically, if he somehow removes the government contracts. He also has the ability to be able to energize or use some mechanism in the government that he could like take the assets or something from SpaceX, right? Sort of confiscate them and use them for the country. And he could also, it has been suggested by, I think was it Steve Bannon or someone, that he could prosecute. I don't want to put words in Steve Bannon's mouth.
Deport him.
Yeah, but no, we can deport him, but also can prosecute him. No, it wasn't Steve Bannon, but someone said can prosecute him for Doge, for some of the things that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Doge, that there should be an investigation to see if it was legal or not. So they're saying that Donald Trump has a lot of tools, lots of levers to be able to use, lots of ammo for Musk.
But then Musk would tell us how the election was rigged.
He has the bodies.
And it's
Yeah,
he'll tell
Musk
us where the
knows where
bodies
all
are.
the bodies are buried.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys, we talk behind the scenes. You guys believe that something happened in the 2024 election. Let's just say that. Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly, I truly do.
Yes.
Yes.
Call me conspiracy theorist. Yes.
Pam, you're awfully quiet with the breaking news.
Yeah, I don't. If you look at the numbers, it is a little bit fishy, but I will tell you, he will not say anything unless he has immunity. We know that.
And someone said, give him immunity. Who said that?
Me.
Well, you know what? And we were talking about this on our We the People, which is at actually in an hour, right, Kimbo?
Yep.
But yeah, we were talking about how like he's immune, but his little cronies aren't. So we got to start getting them.
They're young. They'll be all right.
Taking his people from under him.
They're young. Some of them are young. They can't even be prosecuted as adults. Kidding. Okay. You guys are the best. So look, Andy, let's put the glass up. We want a glass. We need the glass. You guys, this is what we want to see you with. A little, you know what, glass. I can't even say the word because some of these, the algorithms will kick me off, or the AI. So we need the glass.
Oh, I love the lip glass.
Isn't it
I want
cool?
one of those.
I want one of
My
those.
birthday's October 11th.
Did they
That's
add
from
the STEM
I already
glass
ordered
yet?
mine on the way.
Is it on there?
I'm gonna order one
Not
of
on
those.
there. We're gonna get a sort of a more. This is a. I can't say it. A glass with a stem. Let's put it that
Oh
way.
yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that today.
And I think Don Lemon Show is etched in it. It's beautiful. So back out of
My
that.
birthday's November
I love
10th.
that. $18.
I love the sweatshirt. I love the bag. I'm gonna use that bag. I'm gonna have it on the beach.
I love the
And-
bag. I love totes.
Don, can I get a yellow sweatshirt?
A yellow. Oh, you need a yellow sweatshirt.
I need a yellow sweatshirt.
Tim says coming. Tim is behind the
Do you have
scenes
a
doing
yellow
all the
hat?
stuff. I'd like this
Oh,
too.
hey, Tim.
I have
I
that
wanna-
one.
Tell
I
Tim I
bought that
want a
one.
bigger tote.
Thank you. I do too. Did you?
Do you have a yellow hat on there, Don?
What little hat?
You don't have a yellow hat?
I have the blue hat And
I like the blue hat.
Oh, maybe
but
I
it would
should
be
get
cool
that.
if it was a
and a
yellow.
black.
Don't you
Okay.
have a
get
special
that, yeah.
edition Lemon Legends mug? That's
They
We're,
have
we're gonna do
Lemon
that. We're gonna get a
Okay.
Legends.
That
We're
is
gonna
gonna
get
be
you some
awesome.
Legends stuff. Look, we're just starting. I remember I didn't want to do this
You're
stuff.
just starting.
It's a
I did
great
not want to
start.
do merch, and you guys talked me into it, so I'm doing
Ooh,
it.
and I think I
Love
saw
it.
bucket hats. People like bucket hats. Those are back in style. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Bucket
And
hat.
Good idea.
so look, Reese Colbert came on and said, "Don, you got to get fans." And that fan is this the number one? The fan is
don't
the
like
number one seller.
I
I
got
have a
Remember the black
question.
one.
I don't like that.
You don't like it? Okay. Okay, guys, I got to
I
run.
have a question.
I thought you said OnlyFans.
Love you, Don Lemon.
I have a
Don Lemon,
question.
I haven't
Yep,
been on in
yep.
a while. I've been busy, but condolences on your sister. I said
Thank you.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got that, but I just want to say it in person.
Thank you very much. I spoke about how you guys really helped me out. I'm so proud and so happy and grateful for this community that we built. And I know we're a little unorthodox here. I'm a little bit more personal than everyone. I just don't come on and give you a show. I like to talk. I like to interact with people. I'm better with people. And I'm better because of you. And you guys really helped me through, are helping me through my sister. You guys know there are good days and there are bad days. Right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
You just have to keep going through. What's your question, my
Love you,
dear?
Don.
I have a question. Yes,
Yeah.
the shirt you had on the other day, Don. The
Oh, the elimination.
yeah, that's not the one that's on the site though.
No, that I have the sweater. That'll come in the winter. We'll get a sweater. The one you want, the one that was a sweater. You want a sweater?
No, I like the writing on it. It's not the same as the writing on the one that's
Yeah,
in the
because
store now.
that one is different. That was not my writing. This is my terrible
Oh,
handwriting.
this is your handwriting.
This is my terrible handwriting.
that.
Oh, okay.
But John, I like the sweater, so I look forward to that.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I
look,
agree, Don.
You can't have everything everywhere all at once. You have to pace yourself. Okay.
I love Don though. That sweater is great.
Oh,
right.
and thank you, Don, for saying happy birthday to my mom yesterday.
Well, you might want to bring the
Nisha
car.
or something.
Anissa, yeah.
Nisa. Hang on.
Any thought, Don, in buying Tesla and branding the cars?
I'm sorry, what?
Any thought in buying Tesla and branding the cars? The lemons?
Lemon Nation.
Oh,
Lemons.
yeah.
That's funny.
Should I buy one?
Company might be for sale.
Stickers all over it.
Just put lemons all over it.
Rock
Do
and
a
roll.
rap. Yeah.
Very punk rock of you, Don.
Yeah. There's some
Well
news
done.
we'll get to that you're going to hear about it. But the former chief of the criminal division of the U.S. Attorney's Office in Nashville resigned following the office's decision to seek an indictment against Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Sources familiar with the matter are telling me ABC News. So it's obviously
That's gonna start some mess right there.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
told you guys, Bondi is a liar. I'm
Yeah.
from Florida. She lied down here.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, guys,
She's on Trump's
fantastic
team.
weekend. Go check out the merch. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, because just because you're a member does not mean that you have hit that subscribe button. People are surprised by that. Okay. So have a great weekend. Maybe this weekend, because I'm feeling, my mood is good. You never know. I will do, are the legends back? Can we put the legends back? So legends, I have not been as engaged as I was before. I haven't been doing Substack as much. I just don't have the bandwidth. If you guys know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I know you said that. I heard.
You're all right, Don. Take your time. Take
You're
your
our
time.
friend, Don. So like,
You're the
whatever
man,
you need,
Don.
we got you.
Thank you guys. And who is that? That looks like Boomer.
Legend.
We have the same doggy. Boomer heard his name. Hi, Boomer. Get whole Barkley so he's gonna get mad. Come here, Boomer. Come here. Oh, Tim, you gotta come here, Boomer. Come here, baby. Come here. Look at that.
Forgot we talked about this already.
I know. But I want to
did.
It's okay, do it again.
look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that.
You guys are twinning. They're twinning.
dog
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, Boomer. Look right here. Look right there, baby. Look right there. There you go. Look over here. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Too
God,
much.
you people.
Okay, love you guys. Have a great weekend, okay?
Love you, Don.
Okay, bye-bye.
John.
Turn the
Bye,
TV
guys.
off.
Bye.
See you guys. Turn the TV off. Bye. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will